Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. I need to do some sorting out the camera because I'm high up now. So today I'm reviewing from Woodfordes. It's their Norada, that's how you pronounce it, Norada. Pale Ale, 4.3%. It does say on the back, this first quenching pale ale is a golden tropical scented hop filled beer, just bursting with character. Hints of mango and papaya twist for a goldmine of citrusy goodness, topped off with a tower of hops, creating a light beer that leaves you thirsty for more. I'm always thirsty for more. Welcome back. Good evening. Oh, I have done, yeah. More homebrew than anything, you know. I'll just neck homebrew one after another. But when it comes to reviewing, I try to change what I'm doing. And using your cameras, using my phone as a revelation. You know, when I got to 1,000 subscribers, it meant before I was out doing it on my video, on my camera, going up to the bloody house, uploading it to the computer, then uploading it to YouTube. So the videos, it took ages to do one chuffing video. Now, good evening. Now I can just, yeah, nice and stacked on there. Now I can just do the video. It's straight on YouTube. Jobs are good and I ain't got to worry. When I put the settings right, that is. Are you back in your? Can't find this one. It was at B&M Bargains for a while. I did like the tap room sign. So, yeah, there's a bit of tweaking needs to be done. There we go. You can see the Woodfordes. That's better. That's better. So it looks a nice beer, pale ale, golden pour. But it looks like to me anyway. Good white head, as you can see. Always a decent head. Can't fault a decent head, can you? That's what it's all about. You don't want none of these heads that you can't see. You want a head that you can see. Nice bit of carbonation, albeit faint. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it your side. To me, these aren't craft beers. It's Woodfordes. Woodfordes are a more traditional company. They do homebrew kits. See, you know, when I caught a couple of your comments, I didn't even know you was a beer reviewer. So it's quite the thing, really. And it's only when I've gone back. Good evening, Craig. It's only when I've gone back and looked at, when I've been editing old reviews, and I look back and see all the comments, and I'm like, God, these people have been watching my videos for a long time, and I just didn't know. And yeah, doing lives. I like this format because, one, it gives me something to do. It gets me out of the house. You know, it gives me a bit of me time. And I mean, I've been busy all day doing the gardening. Linda, yeah, she's not on tonight, is she? She's been on quite a few times just recently. And it's a nice, I like the lives, I do. I couldn't do live collabs too much, you know. I would struggle massively. Yeah. And in some ways, it'd be nice to hear, or even unofficially, someone from Woodfordes Brewery say, hey, it's not our fault. They gave us minimal amounts. We brewed it, you know. But I can brew homebrew that's better than some of that stuff they've churned. That's been churned out for Aldi. So, Sea Dog Rum. Good evening again. So, a nice looking beer. Interesting that Woodfordes started putting it out in cans. You just had a barbecue and old Tom. That's a laugh. It's Linda with the stockings for her husband. I know. I'm creating a picture in my own mind, and yeah, let's not go down that route. One, you never know who's watching, and I get a bollocking, so I'm not going down that route. You're all right in the comments. You're not the one actually saying it. So, yeah, nice looking pour. Pale ale, hop filled beer. So we'll see anyway. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh. Was it B&M bargains? There was 2 of them. Yeah, I had the same picture the moment the comment come up. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. It's what you get when you work on public parks for 20 odd years. You know, you get certain pictures, and yeah, I've seen a lot of dirty stuff over the years. I wish I could remember half the stuff I've seen. I wish. And also half the stuff I've done. But I'm not going down that route. Honesty is the best thing, isn't it? Good evening. Yeah, honesty. You know, it's something that there's a lot of people out there who haven't got honesty. Yeah. You always find with families that families are the worst because you're born into families, and there's always somebody in the family who is a complete and utter arse. There's always somebody. Every family's got one, and some families sadly got more than one. So yeah, not really getting a lot off the nose of this, to be honest. There's a very, 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 very subtle into citrus, and I do mean subtle. I plan to do 2 imperial stouts. As I did that late night review last night, I thought, I've got to do it. I've got to do a ginger imperial stout, a butterscotch imperial stout, just to tick the Wraggy boxes. And then I want to look at, and then I also want to look at doing some beer kits that I've never touched either. Like a Belgian beers, maybe German beers, and just see what's out there really. And you know, yeah, it's palatable. I'd love to get Woodfordes Head Cracker in bottle or can, because I brewed that to barley wine, and it's bloody amazing. And yeah, I would like to get that. As for this, yeah, it's nice enough, you know, for what it is. To me, it's more of a traditional beer, but in a can format. And obviously, you do get that with cans. You know, not all cans are. Good evening, Tad. Not all cans are craft. Obviously, before craft came along, there was cans and bottles. But like most things, most of the bottled stuff is traditional. Most of the canned stuff these days is, apart from the stuff in 4-packs and crates, is craft. That's why it's a good thing there's so many people doing beer reviews. You got Craig in Kent. You know, if he was just to review his own beers that come out in Kent, he probably wouldn't get all of them done. If I just stuck to East Midlands beers, I probably wouldn't get all of them done. It's impossible, you know. And obviously, you can't afford sometimes to buy beers when they're £5 each a tin. because it gets expensive. You got 4 for Easter. God, where's Miles? He likes his carpackle. Calling reviews. So yeah, very traditional beer, very. I'm not getting masses from it, to be honest. Oh, I was right about citrusy then. That's interesting. Mango. Do you find, and this is to the other beer reviews, do you find when it says mango, passion fruit and that, and you taste it, you're like, oh, I can taste this bloody citrus, or tropically, you know. On your 6th pint. Bless you, that's what I like to hear. I actually had a really quiet night on the beer last night, and I went to bed. I woke up feeling ever so refreshed. And apart from the fact my son jumped in the bed at 3 in the flipping morning when I was trying to get to sleep, I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that was Happy Easter. And I watched all 3 episodes on the bounce, and I was actually wide awake as well. Number 7, yeah, cop fault you, mate. Yeah, my heart goes out to you. Yeah, really, really tough. How old is your dad, if you don't mind me asking? So yeah, very good traditional beer for me. I'm going for something strong after this. 50, shit, that's no age, is it? I'm 49. Puts the shits up you. Yeah, I'm so sorry for you, mate. 8.5%, 8.5% beer lurking. I'm drinking a strong fucker next. It's lined up. I bought it yesterday. I bought 2 of them yesterday. So I'm definitely drinking a strong one next. It's a favourite of mine. It's a top 10 beer. So happy Easter. And I'm going to enjoy it massively. All depends. And good evening as well. Yeah, all depends. With varnish. 16-year difference. You're 34 then. So tough, mate. So tough. Let's hope some miracle happens, but you know, it is tough. Yeah. You've got to indulge. You've got to indulge. 54. You know, as you get older, you know, when I turned 40 and I had such anxiety and suffering with anxiety, it's not a good thing anyway, but turning 40, it was like, shit, I'm going to die. And, you know, you think to yourself, 40, I'm halfway through life. And it does affect you, you know. And then you see other people, like the person I worked for, he was 88, and you think, fucking hell, that's a good innings, that is. You've got socks older than 34, bless you. I'm probably underpants older. Let's not go down there. Ah, yeah, younger than me then, bless you. Yes, so, today's news. I'd make a funny web of a newscaster. Oh, and here's that wanker from fucking the Labour Party talking shit again. Pardon my French. I missed that comment. I think Woodfordes, like most companies, you know, if they start to lose sales, they'll start to rebrand, just to perk things up, to freshen things up. I mean, with Woodfordes, Head Cracker is an amazing homebrew kit. Wraggys, you know, that's one of their good ones as well. Head Cracker for me is by far the superlative of all their beers. It is an amazing barley wine. I agree, Tad, with that comment. Yeah, yeah. No one, no one wants to see anybody suffering. No, not at any stage of the game. Oh, you on the Odai cat? Oh, that's nice. That is by Salt. Very juicy, if memory serves me correctly. So I'll get off this beer because there must be a twang at the end. So for me, I think breweries do it all the time. And I'll tell you one, Black Sheep Brewery, their Yorkshire Square Ale. It's funny how there's the Yorkshire Square Ale, and they brought one out. I think it was for Sainsbury's Taste Difference. That was the exact same bloody beer. Skull Splitter Scottish beer, 8.5. Oh, get in. Your double IPAs have got some bollocks on it. Jesus Christ. 9% and above. Oh, that gave me such a thumping the other night. Yeah, a nice, from a traditional brewery, and for me, a brewery that also do homebrew kits, which, as a home brewer, I love that because you get to, in some ways, try the beers that, but get 40 pints of it. And you know, for me, this needs to happen more. I know that they have to probably go through people like Muntons and that to get it done properly. Head cracker. Oh, yes. Voltage. Don't think I've done that one, you know. Oh, you are. Oh, you live nearby. Can't fault you there. Canadian Super. See, I've not heard of the Skull Splitter. Like I say, across the country, you haven't heard of them all, have you? I thought it was a nice beer. It's definitely a traditional beer in a tin. Yeah, I'm going back on the home brew soon. Yeah, yeah. But I'm not doing this up the house because it just causes issues, you know, mess, especially when they explode all over the room. In down here in the beer room, it doesn't matter. Do what it likes. Um, Traditional beer, golden pour, good carbonation, big white head, very subtle nose, hint of citrus on the nose. There was citrus on the taste. I didn't get no bloody mango and papaya, but it was not. It was a nice beer. Would I have it again? For me, no. I wouldn't have it again. But I'm glad I tasted it. It's not the fact that it's a bad beer. If I say no, it's not a bad beer. It's just the fact that there's so many beers out there to try. You know, it's got to be a special beer for me to have it again. Out of 5, for me, it has been beautiful weather today. 3.9 out of 5. And that's it for this beer review. Back in, 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes with another review. Thank you all for watching. And I don't know how to cut your conversation short, so I don't want to seem disrespectful. I have got a cracking beer coming next, and I've had it before, I've reviewed it before, but I reviewed it 2 years ago now. So that was in the days where I wasn't being watched a lot them days, and it deserves a re-review. So I do apologise for breaking up the conversation. Sorry. Back in a minute.